Merry meet you guys. Thank you for joining me in this beautiful evening. Today's spell is going to be called the Poison Ivy Destruction Spell. Using basically 3 simple ingredients, which you can all find on the SD shop. I'm going to place it down. I'm going to tell you what you're going to be needing. You're going to be needing the Dragon's Blood Revenge ink. You're going to be needing this wonderfully, devilishly conjured up oil that my husband has done, the Poison Ivy oil. This stuff is deadly, guys, okay? This is awesome stuff. This is to entwine your enemy, to make sure, lower that down, to make sure that your enemy gets all they got coming to them. The ivy is going to wrap its energy around the person and make sure they get what they got coming. You're gonna need Devastation Ashes, which you can also get on my SD shop. Here we go. Enough about the shop. You're going to need a paper or a newspaper on the bottom of your workspace. You're gonna need the picture of the person, name, birthday 3 times, a feather found outside on the street from a raven, black candle. The back part was bit off by myself because remember, biting it puts in a negative energy. Biting releases energy, and that's how I bit this. So this is burning backwards. Name is put backwards. Your Devastation Ashes should be placed safely on the paper. Okay, so here we go. My husband's gonna assist me now. Go ahead, my love.
So I'm picking up the Dragon's Blood Revenge ink. So here we are. So I'm going to shake that. Very dark stuff, I have to say. You know, I was actually going to do a little bit of this at the beginning, but I knew that I needed the help with Belinda because she is the one that casts with this negative, and I felt the negative energy lift right up off the table, and I thought there's something holding me back a little bit. My guide was protecting me, so I need, in order to come into this energy, protection as well. So there's that Dragon's Blood ink Revenge. I've got my Raven's feather. So now I'm going to
we're gonna dip.
Take the cork off the top of it. I'm gonna dip.
Be very careful when you're handling these products. Not only because they could be toxic, but also the energy is extreme. That's why I want you to work on a newspaper or on a paper bag, something. Well,
I am going to say that if you want the Dragon's Blood ink oil, if in order to get the real thing, it's going to be on our Etsy shop to order. So if you've already got it, then you're...
No, it doesn't exist. I made that oil.
If you've already got... What I'm saying is if you've already got it and it means you bought it from us, and you've got the Revenge, the Poison Ivy, and the Devastation Ashes from us, then this spell is just going to work. So now I'm going to just write
the person's name once again, because we've already written it 3 times, 6 times actually. You could go 3, 6, or 9 times on the person's picture.
I'm doing that now.
And we did it with a black marker. Now we're going over it with the Dragon's Blood Revenge ink.
Will I need more than 1 dab in there?
You may need more than 1 dab, exactly, yes. Now, as he does that, I'm going to take the black candle, where I've written the person's name once again on here, and I'm going to use a Q-tip, okay, to touch this oil. And I'm going to add it and throw it away from me. All this stuff that you're going to use, guys, you're not going to use again. So the quill... of the raven, you're actually gonna just toss it into this whole spell, and you'll see what we mean when our spell work is done, complete. Such a wonderful. This is gonna go right here.
I feel the energy off this, and it is very devastating, very negative. And I'm nearly done. The last part of their surname, I'm gonna write again. Gone over it with the Revenge oil, which is the Dragon's blood, and I'm done. So there's that over the top of my written name 3 times on the top of the candle. So I'm going to place that feather out the way now.
we're going to begin to call, and I've already done that, call the mind, body, and spirit of this person. I'm gonna light my candle, and I'm gonna call it using my dark energy, which I've already conjured up. And I use matches because at the same time you're sparking sulfur up, because that's the first scent you get out of that. So let's start this. Mind, body, and spirit. You're going to call mind, body, and spirit. And just like you doing this over the candle, you would also do this. And don't turn off. Here we go. It's going to be a tough one. Don't turn off. You're going to turn it back on. You would do the same thing, calling over your incense. Oh, and I would use a dark incense as well. And I have that available. Just ask for it and I'll place it on there for dark work. Okay? Mind, body, and spirit. And I'm going to say the name. Now, we're going to place this picture above the Devastation Ashes. I'm going to turn it away so you don't see the picture of the person. This is when we're going to take our candle. You're going to look into your enemy's eyes. Help me cast, my love. We're going to look into this person's eyes. And our wax is going. We're going to start to drip because I'm working on her mind. I'm going to work on her head. I'm going to drip on her head and cause
and this is where
problems to think.
I'm going to say the particular things that I want to bring devastation and basically take everything away from that person that they've got going good in their life. So things such as, for this particular person, job loss, divorce, finance, health, sickness, ability to think for herself and for other people,
confusion,
even communication with people, loss of business and assets, and sometimes we have to say it, but in this case, fertility, because this is something that needs to be done.
A very awful person. Now, when you work on fertility, you're going to go down to the stomach of the person. You're going to add it there. So if I was working on her mind, like I did now, I worked on her head. If I was working on her heart, which I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to her chest now. All right? We're casting the energy that we want to this person. Job loss, divorce, financial difficulties, health, sickness, the ability to think, loss of business, loss of assets, and infertility.
And I know that the energy, my eyes went a little bit blurred and blind, and then my vision came back, suggesting that this energy is really working on that person straight away. So I'm feeling a little bit the channeled energy that's going to go to this person. So
now, guys, we're going to place the quill above the picture, and I can show you the picture now. It's been covered in wax. It's on top of the Devastation Ashes. We're going to allow for this candle to burn completely down. This is where the fun part comes in. Once it's burned, you're going to pick up the picture and you're going to burn it. Those ashes are going to be mixed into the Devastation Ashes. You will then move your items and you're going to wrap, along with whatever's left of the wax, the quill, the Q-tip, everything you've used in this spell casting. You're going to wrap it in there really nice and tight. You're going to then take your done work. You're going to bury it either in a field, in a graveyard, in a dirt road, in a lonely place, somewhere where there's death. Somewhere where, if it's a dying tree, if it's a garden that does not bloom, that's where you're going to bury this. If you can bury it in their home yard, which you probably get caught, you do that. In their business, you do that. But if you can't, you go to these other places. We're going to allow this to burn. After this spell is done, I suggest you take a cleansing bath and completely wash your hands of this.
And importantly, forget about the spell after that cleansing. Put it out of your mind.
Yes, once your spell is done, you're going to put it out of your mind.
You already said that the list of things goes with that.
We have written the list of things we want to happen on this paper. This whole paper
folded on top
is going to go, okay?
But we wait for the candle to burn down, and once that's done,
your spell work is casted. That's it. It's done.
We are remembering to burn that photo in, aren't we?
Yes. Remember,
Devastation Ashes.
This burns. Burn the photo. Mix into the Devastation Ashes. Wrap it all up, and you're gonna go bury this whole paper, everything. Before you take off out of your house, you already have this wrapped up in a plastic bag. Wash your hands. Go bury it. Come home and take a cleansing bath.
And we particularly need something like a thin taper candle, because we don't want anything bigger, because we're going to be waiting and waiting.
Right.
We just engrave the petition of the person we want to be the victim into this spell, onto the candle, all the way down, backwards, and we just wait.
And that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this spell pulled out of our Book of Shadows. You can find this and many more items and many more spells if you need them. Contacting us.
Oh. Most importantly, if there's a lot of people wanting more Devastation products on our Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/enchanted-bellewitch. But the only thing we can suggest is this type of spell work, because the Poison Ivy or the Devastation Ashes and the Dragon's Blood Devastation Revenge ink can all be combined in one to cause extra, triple devastation.
Yes, I know some of you bought this combo today.
Now you can use it.
You guys,
wisely.
This is an awesome spell to work on your enemy. So, thank you for joining my husband and myself. Please look for my husband's channel as well under Michael, of course, Mike.Reidy, Reiki Master Brujo. And if this video is shown on his, we're going to share it on both channels.
Well, mark.reidy25@gmail.com is my email. Michael James Reidy, Reiki Master Medium Brujo. And Belinda Reidy, A Witch in Love too.
Many blessings, guys. Happy conjuring.